It's hard to believe it's only been a year since we saw Oliver Anthony break into the music scene with Men North of Richmond. In fact, it's been just 6 months since that viral hit was first released on the YouTube channel Radio WV. If you haven't checked out that channel yet, I highly recommend it. It's a great place to discover new and upcoming artists. When Oliver released Men North of Richmond, who could have predicted that it would rack up over 120 million views? The song clearly resonated with millions of people, striking a chord with listeners who felt their voices weren't being heard. It's been especially powerful for many Americans, speaking to their frustrations and emotions. However, in the months following the song's release, fans have been wondering, what happened to Oliver Anthony? Where has he been? It's been a bit quieter on social media, especially compared to the early buzz when the song first dropped. But that doesn't mean he's been idle. After all, Oliver just wrapped up a massive world tour and made his debut at the iconic Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. Even more special, country legend Randy Travis showed up to support him at the show, sharing his appreciation on Instagram. Lord, it's good to know there's still a few old country boys around. Such a pleasure witnessing Oliver Anthony debut at the Mother Church, the Ryman, last night. In addition to his busy schedule, Oliver has been working hard on a brand new album, one that's sure to showcase his true musical talent. The songs he's released up until now were recorded with the limited equipment available at Radio WV, out in the woods with a raw DIY approach. This new album, however, will reflect his growth as an artist, and fans are eager to hear what's next. There's also been talk about who he's working with behind the scenes. Oliver mentioned he's collaborating with a producer who's worked with country stars like Chris Stapleton, so it's clear that he's taking his time and putting serious effort into this project. For anyone wondering where he's been, it's clear. He's been busy making music, working on the album, and taking care of the logistics of his growing career. And if you thought Oliver was slowing down, think again. He's got a full slate of shows lined up well into the end of this year, with dates already scheduled for March and continuing into September. For anyone concerned that there's not much going on, Oliver made a strong statement on social media, saying he's back and ready to be more visible. Earlier today, he shared a post on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "You'll be seeing a lot more of me in the coming months, not just videos or posts of the tour." It was a lot getting the album together, merch, and all the other craziness involved. I'm still doing it all myself for most things, and it got a little overwhelming the last few months. And for any doubters out there, well, there you go, there I am. So for anyone wondering if Oliver Anthony is still active, the answer is a resounding yes. He's not just going to fade away, he's just getting started. I mean, we saw it firsthand at his first show at Morris Farm Market, where thousands of fans packed the venue. The energy was electric, and it was clear that this wasn't just another concert. It was a moment. Oliver even took the time to read from the Bible before his set, and of course he performed Men North of Richmond along with a few other tracks. Even Jamie Johnson showed up to make a guest appearance. Oliver is doing this on his own terms. He's made it clear he's not letting anyone influence his decisions, and he's committed to creating the best possible experience for his fans, not just at the show, but even in how they get there. Now, in recent posts, Oliver has started to speak out more about his views on the country and where he believes it's headed. In one of his first follow-up posts, he wrote, "I do not know that we have not already gone over the cliff as a nation. The time falling seems comfortable, but the sudden stop at the bottom will not be so. All the fatalities of 1775 and on are for absolutely nothing. Every day that we decide to keep doing absolutely nothing." He didn't stop there. His posts have continued, focusing on everything from the federal budget to the state of the country's leadership. One of his recent posts reads, "The federal budget is killing our country. They don't care about us. We will just be content to stare mindlessly at the trash on our phones while we are robbed in broad daylight. What will we tell our children when they ask us why we did nothing to save this place?" Oliver also included a Bible verse from Ecclesiastes in another post. "Everyone comes naked from their mother's womb, and as everyone comes, so they depart again." He's not shy about sharing his beliefs, and that includes his faith. Before shows, he often speaks about his faith, and it's clear that it plays a significant role in his life. "And music," he continued. "I have done some of you a disservice by not being present enough on this particular platform. I've allowed you to form opinions of me from words written by others and not given you enough of me to form an honest opinion. I will do better now." Oliver also shared, $1 trillion will be printed every 100 days to keep the government running. thanks to the complacency of spineless politicians who have betrayed all of us. And he included another verse from Ecclesiastes. Extortion turns a wise person into a fool, and a bribe corrupts the heart. Oliver Anthony's upcoming projects. Oliver's balancing a lot right now: his music career, social media presence, and new projects. But despite the challenges, he promises we'll be seeing a lot more of him. His recent post made that crystal clear. The chatter online about his quiet period? There are reasons for it, and it's clear he's been working hard behind the scenes. From attending his packed-out shows, seeing the atmosphere, and feeling the energy from the fans, it's obvious Oliver Anthony isn't going anywhere. His impact on the country music scene is only getting started, and it's only a matter of time before we see even more from him. So, as always, thank you for tuning in to CountryCast for the latest updates. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on breaking news about country music and your favorite artists.